All right, so here we are. It's 2026. A lot of people wrote Facebook ads off. They said it was too expensive, too much spam, too many junk leads. And honestly, for a while, they weren't wrong. But over the last few months, we've started to see something interesting happen again. Facebook is quietly working, especially when it's used the right way. And one of the biggest reasons why something is working, right, when most people are overlooking it, specifically with Facebook, is Facebook instant forms. So today I want to break down why Facebook is seeing a resurgence, how some of our clients in certain industries and locations are winning with it, what's changed, and why instant forms are a powerful way in order to make it work. So the first thing that we want to talk about is why so many people walked away from Facebook ads in the first place. Over the last couple of years, there's been rising costs, privacy changes, iOS updates, lower tracking accuracy, tons of spam, and poor lead quality, especially with the old way of instant forms on Facebook. For a lot of businesses, especially contractors and local service businesses, it felt like throwing money into a black hole, especially after there was a period in 2018 up until like 2021 where it felt like you were printing money. So a lot of people shifted budget other places, whether that was Google ads, local service ads, paying for leads, SEO, whatever the new shiny object was, right? Which of course makes sense. But Facebook is gaining momentum again. And here's what's changed recently. Facebook hasn't disappeared, obviously. There's a lot of businesses that still advertise a ton on there. It is adapted, is what it has done. And what we're seeing is that there's better AI-driven targeting, there's smarter delivery optimization, there's improved form filtering options, and then overall lower friction for users, which has equaled better performance when Facebook is used strategically and not blindly. And that's where these Facebook instant forms come in. Facebook instant forms allow someone to submit their information without ever leaving Facebook. No website load time, no landing page drop off, no distractions. The form opens instantly. Their information is often pre-filled and submission friction is incredibly low. That's both the strength though and the risk. Here's why we're seeing success with instant forms specifically. It's been a lower cost per lead, a higher submission volume, faster response time, strong performance on mobile, and great for top of funnel demand. Again, with Facebook in general, people aren't just waking up typically and being like, I can't wait to see that ad. They're not actively searching for it with a demand like they do on Google. So for certain industries, especially home services, this matters. People aren't always ready to research. Sometimes they just want more information. They want a quote. They want a call. They want an estimate. They want a solution fast. So instant forms meet them where they already are. Now, the next question that we get is, aren't they all spam? If the information is pre-filled and you've done Facebook ads before, you're probably like, these absolutely suck. Well, I'm going to show you some examples here in just a little bit of our clients where it's actively working very, very well. We're adding in some additional questions to those instant forms. So it's not just, hey, pre-filled information. Like you got to actually tell us your budget, what you're looking for, etc. So this is where most people end up messing up. Yes, if you do instant forms wrong, you are going to get a ton of spam. But the problem isn't the tool itself, it's how it's set up. So we've learned to add those qualifying questions, to use higher intent copy, set expectations clearly, filter by key service areas, and then integrate the proper follow-up. So when done correctly, lead quality improves dramatically. So now let's talk about how we're using these with some of our clients. I'm going to reference a couple things here. We use What Converts to track everything. So the lead's going to come in here. It's going to get sent to the client, and then it's going to integrate into their CRM system. So for some of our clients, we're using Instant Forms as a top of funnel lead source, a remarketing tool, retargeting strategy, a way to re-engage website visitors, supplement, not a replacement for anything on Google or SEO. We're not saying turn off everything else. We're saying use Facebook where it makes sense. So this is our leads dashboard. This is the last 30 days. So you can see, again, we only have a few clients that are utilizing this. You can see the amount of calls we've gotten, the amount of forms we've gotten. You can see the overall quotable, meaning that our clients already sent out a quote or deem that they will be sending out a quote, pending to figure out if it's legit or not. 14 that are not quotable, and then 50 that still need to be set and properly attended to. Of that, there's been 1.2 million already sent out for quotes, $61,000 already sold. So some really cool stuff that we're seeing, which is awesome. So we can click on a form as an example and see that this is one of our moving companies. Hey, they're looking for a quote on a move, right? Take a look at another form right here. This is for a remodeler. So this is how long I've owned the home. I'm looking to move forward in February, so relatively soon. Here's my budget. Here's what I'm looking to get done. Take a look at another one, and you're able to see, hey, here's the exact details of the move that I have going on. Here's when I'm moving. This is one of the remodeling clients as well. Take a look right here. Hey, I've owned the home for more than 10 years. I'm looking to move forward ASAP. My budget's $50,000, and I want to move forward with the kitchen remodel. Here's another one that came in. Hey, I'm looking to do some outdoor living stuff, covered back stairs. And then this was a pretty cool one that came in as well. That was actually this form. Hey, we just made an offer on a beautiful home. We're wanting to add an outdoor oasis to our beautiful home. Would like an outdoor kitchen with outdoor seating and an in-ground pool. So like a massive freaking project. That's the power of Facebook right now. And a lot of people aren't doing it, which is why it's a great place and time to do it. So when Facebook Instant Forms actually make sense, they tend to work best when we have everything set up correctly. So the service is easy to understand. The ask is simple. The response time is fast. The follow-up process is dialed in. So regardless of what industry you're in, you can set up something that would make sense for your users. Again, it's not always going to be this magic pill that's going to absolutely just crush it for you. But if you're in home services, if you have emergency or urgent type of service where you can help people out in those moments, if you have quote-based services, seasonal demand, again, it's not going to be everything for everybody, for every business, and it's not a magic fix, but it does work. The real key here, though, is the follow-up. And this is the most important part, specifically on Facebook. I mean, it's the important part of every lead you get, but specifically with Facebook. Instant Forms only work really, really well, and you will only make money from it getting that ROAS. If you answer the phone, if you follow up immediately, if you have systems in place, if you treat leads differently than referrals. Speed matters more here than anywhere else. So if you wait an hour, if you wait 24 hours, you've probably already lost their attention. Facebook in 2026 should absolutely become a part of your strategy at some point, whether it's right now, in the future. This is not about going all in on Facebook and saying that this is going to be the only strategy that I use. Maybe that worked in 2020, 2021, whatever that might be. It's about layering it intelligently with SEO, with Google Ads, with LSA, with reputation, with brand, with content, organic versus paid, personal branding versus business branding. And yes, of course, putting Facebook in there and testing out Instant Forms versus driving traffic to a landing page or a website. Instant Forms are just one of the tools in your toolbox. So as a recap, Facebook didn't die. If you haven't already understood that clearly, people just stopped using it correctly, and Facebook sucked for a while. Instant Forms aren't new, they've evolved, and how they're performing right now is really good. And for the right businesses they can absolutely move the needle. So if you're a contractor or a small business owner and this helped you in some way, shape, or form, comment below. And if you want to set up a call with our team to learn more about how we can help you in 2026 and beyond, not just with Facebook, but any digital marketing strategy, click the link below or head over to our website at buildauthority.com. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't done so already so you can get real world marketing breakdowns and not recycled advice. We'll see you in the next video.